It shouldn't hurt to be a child, and there's one local group that's playing a huge role in helping keep our kids safe throughout the community and even in our schools. So this week on Dateline Schools, we're going to take a look at what's being done to make sure our kids are safe at school and outside the classroom as we talk with the prevention coordinator with the St. Clair County Child Abuse and Neglect Council, Lindsay Chopp. And Lindsay, it's not an easy topic to be talking about, that's for sure. Is child abuse a growing problem locally right now?
Growing, I'm not sure about that, but unfortunately, we did see that during the pandemic, the numbers of reports that were coming in were lower. So we can only attribute that to the possibility that, we know that school staff, medical staff, first responders, they are all the main mandated reporters or reporters of child abuse that we have in our communities. And because, there wasn't that interaction during the pandemic, we did see the numbers of reports go down.
I guess in a way that could be a good thing, but overall, not as much. So but when we talk about abuse and neglect for these kids, what is it we're really referring to?
So when we talk about abuse or neglect, it's any intentional hurting of a child, right? So it could be by their caregiver. It could be by someone that is watching them in the home. Unfortunately, it is sometimes a friend of the family member or a friend of the family. It could be also another child. So when we're talking about child abuse, 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused by the age of 18. 90% of those kiddos are going to know their perpetrator. So, those long time ago thoughts of that it could be a stranger jumping out and grabbing a child and taking them away and hurting them, that's really not going to be the reality. And that is so important why, as a community, we are all looking out for these kiddos, because unfortunately, the facts are is that it's most likely someone very close to them who's hurting them. And that only adds to the issue of a child reporting. Are they going to say anything to somebody? Because there's a lot of things going on as far as they may love that perpetrator, they live with them, there's someone that's known.
Do you find, too, that those numbers you gave us, those statistics, is that kind of true across all age groups, or is it more younger versus the older kids?
So when we're talking about sexual abuse, those were the stats there. But when we talk about kids who are most vulnerable, it is our 0 to 5 age group. And we can think of why, right? They aren't, usually in the public eye. They can't talk yet. So that's a group we do need to really look out for, too, when we talk about child abuse and neglect.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.